So I just wanted to give a quick review about my experience using the MacBook Air. This MacBook was the first laptop I have ever purchased or ever had from the Mac company. So when I decided to purchase this particular laptop, I was extremely excited. The type of laptops I've tried was like my first laptop was the HP, and then after that, I would usually purchase Lenovo laptops. But I didn't really have a good experience using the HP laptop. So after that, I tried the Lenovo and I had a good experience using the Lenovo. I purchased like two laptops from the Lenovo brand, and I think that the Lenovo brand is a good laptop brand if you want something less expensive than a Mac. I think the Lenovo brand is a good brand. But after trying the Lenovo, I said, you know what? Let me try a Mac this time, okay? And the Lenovo and the HP, they are on the cheaper end. And even though Lenovo is cheaper than the Mac, it's still a good product in my opinion. But I tried the MacBook Air and I've had this particular laptop for almost 2 years. This year, September would make 2 years. And I have to say, I get why people really like MacBooks or Mac products when it comes to laptops. I get it now, okay? Now I'm one of those persons, like, just because something is trending, I don't just hop on the bandwagon just because, oh, I'm hearing everyone is purchasing or buying a Mac computer or a Mac phone. I'm the type of person that would probably try something out years later, you know? And so, just the time when I decided to purchase it, I was like, you know what, let me try out the MacBook Air and see how it is. You understand? And so, this is what it came in. And yeah, this is what it came in. It came in this box, and I got the silver in the MacBook Air. When I finally got my hands on this, I was just so excited. I just was excited to see what this whole MacBook is really all about. And I'm basically filming this video with my MacBook Air computer. When I first got my hands on this MacBook Air, I was so happy to receive it. And shipment was great. I got my MacBook Air on Amazon, and at the time it was like around $1,000. And I saw all the reviews, and they had really great reviews. People had very good experiences. And so when I got mine, like the shipping process was great. I had no issues. And when I laid my eyes on the laptop, I was like, I get it now. That's what I said to myself. I get it. You understand? So there were three options. You had the choice. You could have choose the rose gold, the gray, and the silver. And yeah, I chose basically the silver one. Okay? The things that I liked about this MacBook Air was that first and foremost, the appearance of the laptop. I liked how it is nice and sleek. It's thin and sleek, and it has a nice professional look to it. Okay? It's also very lightweight. A lot of the laptops I've tried in the other brands, they were more heavier, especially my Lenovo laptop. It was much heavier. But with this MacBook Air, it's thin, it has a nice, sleek, professional type of look. So this MacBook Air is very easy to maneuver. It had Touch ID. So say if you have your laptop on, your MacBook Air on for like 30 minutes and you are logged out, right? All I have to do is like put my fingerprint on the Touch ID and it reopens my computer, and I'm able to get back to work, get back to whatever I was doing, okay? Instead of putting in my password like I experienced with other brands, okay? And so I felt like even the performance, like the way in which this laptop performs, I have to say that it is on another level in comparisons to the laptops I have tried in the past, like the Lenovo and HP. I felt like the performance is quick and fast. So when I would use the Lenovo, like my last laptop, now that I'm able to compare the difference between this Mac Air and that laptop, I see the difference. I know based on using this for about 2 years now, and even instantly, I should say, instantly using this MacBook Air, when I first put my hands on this and started to use it, like I noticed a difference with the speed when it comes to clicking on websites and maneuvering on the laptop. I don't have issues with freezing. Like sometimes I would experience freezing on my Lenovo laptop. And with this MacBook Air, I don't experience that. Another thing that I found with this MacBook Air is that I could spend like hours, like the entire day, using this laptop. Like if I'm using Microsoft Word and I'm typing up something, I could spend 10 hours typing up whatever I need to get done. When I compare this MacBook Air with my last laptop, the Lenovo, I had to charge my computer every hour. I know a number of you understand what I'm talking about when it comes to those other computer brands. You tend to have to charge them often. But with this MacBook Air, I don't have to charge it as often as the other laptops that I've used in the past. And that's something I really, really like about this MacBook Air. I have to say that the images, even when it comes to the images are very crisp and clear when I compare it to the other laptops I've tried. I like the fact that I can control the brightness of the screen on the laptop. Even when it comes to the sound of this laptop, the sound is like cinema type of sound. I got my laptop in the 8 gigabyte of RAM in the 256 storage. And then you also have the option to get this laptop in the 16 gigabyte RAM with 512 storage. Okay, so it's up to you and it's based on your needs. Okay, also I felt like the screen size was a perfect size. It is 13.3 inches, not too big and not too small in my opinion. So let's talk about the cons. Now, if you're a person like me and you've transferred from like a Toshiba, a HP computer, or a Lenovo type of computer, you would have to get adjusted to some things. Like for example, even the way in which you touch the touchpad on the MacBook, it's totally different with the other computers like the Lenovo, HP, and other computers. Okay, just the way you actually work this computer, you have to get used to it. After a few days, I was able to get used to it, but in the beginning, when I first started like actually maneuvering on the computer and doing little things, like I had to get adjusted to it. I didn't quickly adjust to it, you understand, because the way the MacBook is from the other ones, it's just totally different. Also, you would want to know that the MacBook, it uses USB-C ports. Okay, so a lot of products on the market like electronics, they use USB-A ports, right? But with MacBook Air, the MacBook Air uses the USB-C ports. And so, as I learned this after purchasing my laptop, I had to purchase other accessories, okay? And so, I would suggest if you got the MacBook Air, you purchase this right here. If you have electronics that uses a USB-A port, you would want to purchase this, and I will link all this information down in the description box. Okay, you would want to purchase this because if you have, like I said, if you have electronics that uses the USB-A port, this will make everything easier. And so it has the port here where you can put it into your laptop, your MacBook, and then on the sides here, these basically are USB-A ports here. And so you will insert it in so that it can connect to your MacBook Air because the ports are different. But believe me, this comes in handy. And so another thing I would recommend you purchasing with your MacBook Air is this lacy product. Now I got my MacBook Air in 8 gigabytes and I really needed more storage space, and I felt like the 16 gigabyte MacBook Air was too much. I didn't want to spend all of that. Second of all, I was just trying, it's my first time trying out the MacBook Air. But after using it for a few months, I decided to purchase my lacy 4 gigabytes storage right here, and it has a lot of space. What I do is I transfer, a lot of videos. Like if you're doing videos and stuff, you can transfer all your information, even documents. You can transfer all of them on this lacy storage device. And I'm always using this. It's so easy to use. It's simple. And say if you download a lot of stuff or you have a lot of documents you work on and you want to store those important things on a device and you don't have enough space on this MacBook Air, then you can purchase this, okay? Instead of purchasing the 16 gigabyte MacBook Air, which is more costly, this is a cheaper, less expensive way to save your work, okay? So, like I said, all of these will be down in the description box. But, overall, I would totally give this MacBook Air. I've used it, like I said, for 2 years. This year, September, would make 2 years, 2023. And I have to say that I give this MacBook 8.5 out of 10. Would I purchase this again? Yes, I would. Would I recommend this to other people? Definitely I would. I feel as if this being my first time trying this brand, I am totally pleased with this product. I had to adjust to the way I use it and different things like that, but overall, it was a great experience and I'm glad that I purchased it. Now, if you're interested in this MacBook Air product, I will leave all the information down in the description box. I will also leave the information down concerning the accessories you can purchase with this MacBook Air. It'll make life much easier for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next review. Bye.